Hey guys, I'm just gonna do another video. I've got some really busy weeks coming up. In a couple of months I'm moving back to Australia, and I've been finding I haven't really had much time to actually organize my days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go through and I'm actually gonna pre-organize the upcoming months and just yeah. But before I do, I just want to show you something cool. I've realized I've got a real problem with washi tape. Not a problem, as in obsession. I can't stop buying them. They're amazing. I love them. But I wanted to show you one cool thing that I did with mine, which didn't take that long at all. But I stuck them on my keyboard. I just thought I'd show you this. I'm quite proud of it. Yeah, so now back onto my bullet journal. Alright, so I have already put the washi tape on the end for the upcoming months. So just in case you're new to my videos, the way that I organize my bullet journal is I put all of my daily and month things at the front, and then on the second half is where I have all my lists, like books to read, movies to watch, letters that I've received, everything like that goes at the back, and all my daily and monthly organizing sort of things goes at the front. And I've got a different color washi tape on the end of each page depending on the month. So at the moment we're in June, which is the yellow. So I've got this open to this week, and I've already put on the washi tape for the next few months, just because I was bored and I wanted to, but I'll actually plan it with you watching now. I've had a few people ask me to do plan with you videos, and so since I'm probably going to plan the next 2 months all now, maybe not all of them, I thought I'd let you come along. And I haven't really planned anything. I don't really know what they're going to look like. The only thing I was thinking is, because I've already put in these months, I can't put anything extra in. So for example, I made a new list. Here in Japan, I'm actually house sitting. I'm living in a house that isn't mine, and she'll be coming back to Japan when I leave Japan. So I've actually created a cleaning schedule. Maybe not a schedule because I haven't got times they need to be done, but as I think of new things that I need to do before I leave, I just add them to the list. Things to buy before I leave to replace that I've used of hers, and other little things to do. So I thought that looked kind of cool. I was quite proud of myself. I made it up myself. I didn't get any inspiration from anywhere else, so that made me kind of happy. Yeah, I've been keeping it, you can probably tell, really simple. Just each day, and then every week has a section of notes down the bottom of the things that I need to do. The other thing I want to point out is my month. So I've kind of given up doing my habit tracker just because I'll show you my last month's. I just stopped. Okay, I lost my bullet journal for a week and a half. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was sick, and so I didn't use it, and then I lost it until this month. So I got it back on the 3rd of this month. That's the first daily I've done. I lost it on the 22nd of May. But the thing is, it got to the point, at the beginning when I first started doing them, it was actually inspiring me. I wanted to go and to fill it in, but that was inspiring me. But you see, back then as well, it was also inspiring me to drink water. Where is it? I wanted to go and color it in. Because of my schedule and what I do, I actually don't have access to this so much during the day. I kind of have it at the morning and in the evening, and that's when I look at it to remind me to do things, but during the day, not so much. So I'm going to see what it's like without it for this month. If I'm particularly less motivated or anything like that, I might pop it back in, but it wasn't really, I know it works for people, but it wasn't doing much for me. And I've not put my to-do list there because I'm putting it in every week anyway. So at the moment it's really plain, so maybe when I do July's, I'm actually just going to use the entire double spread for the 1 month. So that's what I'm thinking. I've got a big conference coming up, so I leave here and I come back here. And I realize I'm not going to use my bullet journal when I'm on my conference, but unlike my holidays, I'm not going to be taking lots of pictures and doing all these amazing things. I'm just doing childcare. So I was actually thinking about, since this is erasable pen, I might just rub this out and take this off and use it and leave it blank for something else when it comes along, like the cleaning page and things that don't quite fit back here and won't be valid for a long time, and leave that there. So actually I think I will do that. I'm going to get rid of that. If I think of anything while I'm planning the rest of my month, I'll put it there. Anyway, I'm going to go into fast forward mode, so I'll do that for you now. Hey guys, so last time you saw me working on this, it was actually a little while ago, not quite a month ago, but my phone actually started overheating, so I thought I'd stop and let it cool down, and then I got distracted, and now here we are a few weeks later. Anyway, this I think is where I finished last time. I was doing this and colouring it in. It is now currently the 13th of July. So I'll kind of show you how last month worked out. So this is the month like you saw. This is my new cleaning schedule. I've added a few things to it. These are my weeks. They definitely filled out. Now actually I think I've said this in a previous video that I don't always get to use this and organize my days, but I actually go back and using the calendar on my phone, I actually fill in all the things that I did afterwards, because once I get back to Australia, this is actually going to be like a really good memory of what I did in Japan and that sort of thing. So that's that. Now, I haven't gotten rid of this week yet. Like I suspected, I didn't end up using this at all for the conference. So I'm going to get rid of this and use it for something else, but I haven't quite decided what yet. And then I got sick. I got really quite sick here. I was out of order for a few days. Then back to normal. Then this is what you saw. Now I have actually done a lot more. There was a day I do a lot of babysitting over here, childcare. There was one day when I just had a couple of hours spare, so I actually did this at their house and I couldn't film it. But yeah, I've kept with this really simple. I thought about trying to try all these different sort of designs, but it's a bit complicated. I don't really need it to look any prettier. I kind of just need it to work at the moment. So I've kept it all really simple. Once again, a lot of these things are actually going back and filling it in later because, where am I? Oh yeah, that was really sick. I got sick again. I had to go into the hospital and get some special medicine. Anyway, yeah, I used the note section down here for a little memory. The pastor's wife at my church dressed me up in a summer kimono, which is really special. She actually got me one as a gift to take back to Australia. Little memories like that. So, and yeah, so this is today. Oops, and I didn't pay my rent. Anyway, sorry, just a few things that I forgot to put in earlier. So this is all just, now the family that I look after, their children, they go away here. So this yellow, which you'll see here as well, is the time that they're away. So I know that I won't be going in for my usual days. So it kind of gives me a better idea for when I'm planning. Now this is the month of August. Now, earlier on you saw that I was talking about making this bigger because I'm not doing the habit tracker, which I haven't even noticed that I stopped doing it. Earlier on when I had it, it was a pain. I'd often fill it in like a week at a time, trying to remember back days and trying to fill it all in. And so it's been so much easier not doing it, but I'm still conscious of everything I was tracking, just as conscious as I was when I was actually trying to fill this in. I'm still thinking about all the things that I have to do. The only other thing that I've thought about adding again is birthdays, but, well, that's what Facebook is for. Am I right? Anyway, August. Now, this here is when I'm flying home. Oh, I'm not going to do it in this pen. I'll wait. And so, like I said, for my cleaning schedule, which is just here, I'm trying to fill in lots of these different things like as I go, but I know that I'm not going to just get it done in the evenings or the morning before work or anything like that. So I've actually set aside cleaning days. I've actually moved these around already. As I make plans with people, I've just kind of, that's the good thing about washi tape is it doesn't break anything. And so moving it around to make sure it fits. But the thing is I'm not removing any of them. I'm only ever moving them around because I'm having minimum 5 cleaning days, and I'm just going to have to organize everything else around them. So that's August. So this is all I've done. Oh, yeah, look, this is all my flight information. Oh, maybe you shouldn't see that. And when I arrive home. Now I've done this week. Is the last one that I've done. I've only ever done bullet journaling in Japan with my current schedule. So I'm hoping that when I get back into Australia, I'll be able to keep this up, but that's why I haven't actually bothered doing any months or anything after this because, well, this might just be my fun way to remember Japan, but it also might really help me in what I end up doing when I'm back in Australia. So we'll have to wait and see. But I didn't bother planning all the way ahead. If I get back and it turns out bullet journaling in Australia just does not suit my schedule or something, then I might actually go out, print a whole lot of photos from my time in Japan and just fill them all in here so that I can, I'll put a label on here saying, my Japan journal or something like this, and so then if people want to know about what was it like in Japan, what sort of things were you doing, I can actually just give them this, and there's not really any personal information here that they couldn't know, but they can kind of have a look at my week and see, oh cool, this is the sort of stuff that you got up to. And especially I want to do a lot of talking to other young adults my age, even some younger, some older, talking about doing short-term mission work. And a lot of the time there's a lot of wrong ideas about what it actually is like, what sort of things you do. And so being able to pull this out and be like, hey, check it out. This is what my weeks looked like. It's very similar to working at home, but in this case, you're actually helping a lot more people. Anyway, so that's another idea that I have for my bullet journal. So I'm sorry you didn't get to see me actually planning it out and doing it. You got to saw a little bit of it. It's pretty much all the same anyway. So other than putting on washi tape and just doing this sort of a thing, it's all the same as what you saw already. Anyway, so that's kind of my thing. I've updated my index and I am running out of room, so look, even when I do go back to Australia, when I said about putting the photos in, that actually really inspired me. I only thought of it on the spot as I was talking to you. I think that's actually a really good idea. And then I'll start a brand new bullet journal when I get back to Australia. I've got to work out about how to keep all these lists because, yeah, that's a thought. But I'm also going to be starting Bible college and that sort of a thing. And so I might be changing out my style and that sort of thing. But yeah, no matter what I do, I'll keep you guys updated. And if I start a new one, then I guess you guys can watch how I plan that one as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're a bit inspired, and yeah, bye.